Just because somebody is willing to give you money does not mean you should take it. Just because somebody is willing to pay you for your lead does not mean you should accept it. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because, guys, we got to get better at qualifying these prospects. Step one is making sure that they're spending money on ads. That's at least showing us that they're sold on advertising. It doesn't mean you can't sell other people that aren't spending money on advertising, but it's a pretty good sign that it's a good prospect. But just because they're spending money on advertising does not mean they're a good client. Doesn't mean they're a good fit. From the moment you call these people and hook them, you should be disqualifying. You should be looking for every reason why this person isn't a good fit. We're such prostitutes for money. We're such whores for money that the first person that's like, oh, I'll take your leads, we jump on it. And despite the fact that we've listened to them on the live calls and they suck at talking to their customers, despite the fact that we've done a live transfer to these people and they're quoting concrete prices over the phone, despite the fact that we do a live transfer and they're absolute assholes to their customers and they act like they walk on water. Do you think a business owner that is an asshole to your free leads is going to be somebody good to work with? Do you think a business owner that's an asshole in general, do you want to work with that person forever? No. We got to start getting better. And guys, why have I not brought this up? And you're like, well, you guys should. No, the reason I haven't brought this up is because sometimes when you're just getting started, sometimes you need that deal. Sometimes you need to get that deal and get the credit card and have them, even if it's 3 months, even if it's 6 months, even if it's a month, sometimes you need that for morale to see that this works. And so I've waited and waited and waited to say this, and I still stand by the fact that if this is your first time getting a deal and it's not the perfect fit, I would argue that sometimes you just go ahead and get the deal because it boosts the morale, it gets some money in the bank, and it gets you on your way and it gives you momentum. I stand by that. So if you're new and you're on the phone, you're like, dude, that guy I'm supposed to do a Zoom call with tomorrow is kind of an asshole. You might still want to get the deal because it's okay. The momentum might be getting you the second and the third and the fourth. I'm okay with that. But for those of you that have gotten a deal or multiple deals, listen to me. It's time to start treating this like a partnership with these guys. And all of a sudden you got a couple of customers that are like, hey, I want to pause. It's one of two things. The first thing is I'm going to tell you more than likely you got the wrong person because they're not closing. If you are sending the amount of leads, if you didn't oversell the deal and you're sending the amount of leads that you pitched them on and you said, hey, I want you to expect 10 to 15 leads, 10 to 12 leads, and you're getting them 10 to 12 leads and they're not closing deals, that's because you got the wrong guy. You didn't qualify. And the other thing that it is you oversold it. You oversold the deal. And maybe you didn't come out and say, I'm going to get you 30 leads, bro. But you know what you might have done is you might have shown them another project, another one of your website that's getting 50 leads or that's getting 40 leads or that's getting 30 leads. And you didn't tell them, hey, that's what we're going to try to get to. But for the first couple months, I would expect around 10 to 12 leads on just to be safe. And you, by lack of not coming out and saying it, you oversold it. These business owners, they will blame your leads. They will try to do everything except for take the blame because they are human and they don't want to take the blame. They think, just like you, that it's the leads. And I know there's people that are going to watch this replay and they're going to go, it's the next thing. I need the next one. Just like they're thinking, you know, his leads weren't good. I'm going to go to Home Advisor. You need to tell these business owners, I wish they were on this call and say, it ain't the fucking leads, Mr. Business Owner. It's you. And you can go to Home Advisor. You can go to Angie's List. You can go drum up business on the corner, butt ass naked, holding a sign with a tracking number. It does not matter. You're not closing. So I know what it's like. And by the way, for those of you that are like, you don't ever deal with it, I've dealt with it. I've accidentally, without telling them, hey, it's 10 to 12 leads, what you should expect. I've accidentally oversold deals and I've lost customers that I've signed up for 12 months and 2 months in, they go MIA and they don't give me their credit card. You can't get a hold of them, or they go and try and back charge my Stripe account. I've dealt with it. I've dealt with it. I've made the mistakes. I've got the wrong guy. I've got on a Zoom call knowing damn well that the person across the screen probably isn't going to close a deal, but I've been in a drought for a deal and I just jammed the deal through and I get the credit card and I go to sleep feeling really good. And I know damn well they're not going to close a deal. And 3 months later, I act surprised. I've been there. I was there. I've done that.